Assalamu alaikum, Doctor. We would like to present our group project entitled Customer Satisfaction towards online shopping by using structural equation modeling. First, I would like to introduce our group member this project, which are Anis, Noor Anis, and Noor Al-Huda, and me, Qusay. These are our content for this study. This slide is introduction. The development of information technology has faster consumer empowerment toward the shopping behaviors all over the world. Customer prefer shop via electronic commerce rather than in the physical stores because it is more convenient. Rita did an early study on electronic service quality that look at how to develop a new knowledge to better understand the most important impositions of electronic service quality that have impact on customer satisfaction, customer trust, and customer behavior. Customer must have a positive experience with the company in order for them to repurchase and remain loyal to it. The general purpose of the project is to conduct research on online shopping behavior among the School of Quantitative Sciences students in University of Ottawa, Malaysia. Research question prior to this study is what are the preeminent factors that contribute to the customer satisfaction online shopping behaviors. To achieve the aim of this research, our study will focus on following the following research objective to determine to prominent factors that contribute to the customer satisfaction online shopping behaviors. The data used to construct the study will be based on the online survey distributed both SQQS and undergraduate and postgraduate students in UUM. According to Poll 2022 Safety Trust Project, quality plays an important role in customer satisfaction. Trust also a critical role in forming a psychological state with the positive or negative feeling towards vendors. It is necessary to find out the behavior of online shopping and customer satisfaction. In addition, the level of customer satisfaction is affected by time. The determined of customers of customer satisfaction can change based on the amount of time customers spend with the service providers, and the customer satisfaction prevaries according to the age of the customer. New customers and repeat customer have a different level of satisfactions. According to Gilfry's 2022, customer satisfaction is influenced by purchasing behavior, as customers often make spontaneous, unplanned, non-reflective, and unthought out buying process referred to as impulsive online purchases. Based on rates, it suggested that the conceptual model for the overall electronic surface quality is shown from the figure 1. This is the main conceptual model that we refer to use in our study, but with some modification.
Thank you, Kusai. So, next, I will explain the methodology part. The research targeted for a specific group, which is from SQS, as the respondents that will provide the information necessary for this research and who match some set criteria, which is having an experience using the online shopping platform. After that, a questionnaire developed based on the literature review from the various sources. Next, the data collection was conducted through an online questionnaire using Google Form, and the link was shared on social media such as Facebook and WhatsApp platform. Besides, there are 4 items construct based on the customer satisfaction questions and 40 items construct based on the online shopping experiences by the respondents. Next, the reliability analysis among the factors extracted will be run again to test whether the factors are reliable or not. Last but not least, the structural equation model developed based on the factors extracted and the prominent factors towards the customer satisfaction based on the online shopping behaviors will be produced. Structural equation modeling (SEM) is a particular technique used for statistical modeling in behavioral science, which can be regarded as a mixture of factor, regression, or path analysis. Besides, this study was conducted to explore the factors that affect customer satisfaction towards online shopping by using EFA. Next, the figure 2 shows the initial conceptual model, which are product fulfillment, site revisit, website designs towards customer satisfaction. Confirmatory factor analysis (CFA) was used to test the reliability of a measurement model. AMOS software is used to perform CFA for all measurement elements retained by the EFA. The table shows the criteria for model fit assessment. The threshold values for all these fit indices were examined when evaluating the measuring model until each individual measuring model meets the acceptance level for each index, showing that each measuring model fits correctly. After that, for the hypothesis development, there were 3 hypotheses developed, which were H1. Product fulfillment has a significant relationship with customer satisfaction. H2. Site revisit has a significant relationship with customer satisfaction. And H3. Website design has a significant relationship with customer satisfaction. Next, for the results and discussion for the demography analysis part. Firstly, for the gender. Based on the bar chart above, it shows that 151 respondents are female, representing 76% of the total observed for this study, while 49 respondents are male, representing 24% of the total observed for this study. The respondents are from the undergraduate and postgraduate students of SQS UUM. Next, for the program taken. Based on the pie chart above, the pie chart shows that the highest program taken of the respondents are from the Bachelor of Science with Honours Business Mathematics, which is 66 respondents, representing 33% of the total observed, while the lowest program taken of the respondents are from the Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, which is 1 respondent only. Next, for the results and discussion for the exploratory factor analysis EFA. The tables on this slide shows the result for the correlation matrix, commonalities, total variance explains, KMO and Bartlett test. Next, this is the result from the SQQS plot and the rotated component matrix for the EFA. Okay, next, these are the explanation for the exploratory factor analysis EFA results. The correlation between all variables were acceptable. The determinant of correlation matrix indicates that value is greater than 0.0001. That means the data has no problem with multicollinearity. Next, the KMO value is equal to 0.940. That indicates greater adequacy among the variables. The closer the KMO value to 1, it shows the sizable sampling adequacy. It is also good for the factor analysis procedure. The significant value is equal to 0.000, which indicates that Bartlett's is highly significant. After that, all factors with the eigenvalues greater than 1 had been extracted and displayed the total of 3 factors, which means that the total variance explained is 56.39%. Then, the inspection of SQQS plot determined the gradual trailing of SQQS and stop at factor 3, which shows the plot curve start to constant. In other words, it is also known as the point of inflection. Note that both eigenvalues and SQQS plot after factoring supports the conclusion that 40 variables reduced to 3 factors in this study. Last but not least, for the EFA results. Varimax rotation method used in this stage, and it shows 3 components were extracted, which indicates that there are 3 factors involved in this study. Varimax also attempts to minimize the number of variables that have high loadings on a factor. This enhances the interpretability of the factors. There are 3 factors that can be extracted from the survey dataset, as we can see from the table 9 below.
Thank you, Anis. Now I will explain on the result and discussion for confirmatory factor analysis. This is the first result for the first factor, which is product fulfillment. At the first place, we developed the model using AMOS, and then we check the model fit. As mentioned in the methodology part, the value for each of the indexes to consider good fit are: for Ramsia, the value must be less than 0.05. For CFI, TLI, and NFI, the value must be greater than 0.9. And for CMNDF, the value must be less than 5. The value before and after modification for product fulfillment are shown in the table here. So based on the table above, we can see that the value for Ramsia and NFI before modification is 0.090 and 0.869 respectively. So these values are not a good fit, while either value are already fit. Therefore, we perform the modification, and the new result for Ramsia is 0.054, which is less than and equal to 0.05, and NFI value changed to 0.928, which is more than 0.9. Since all the indices are already fit, so this model can be used. Next, this is the model for a factor of site revisit. So the first round of model, the value for all indexes shown in the table are already good fit, except for Ramsia, which is 0.079. We indicate that more than 0.05. Therefore, we perform the modification, and the new value of Ramsia changed to 0.041. Since all are good fit, this model also can be used to further the study. And this is the model of website design. Before modification, the value of Ramsia is greater than 0.05, which is 0.082, and the value of NFI is less than 0.9, which is 0.889. Therefore, we perform the modification and get the new value. So after modification, all indexes fulfill the assessment of model fit, where Ramsia value is 0.049, CFI is 0.978, TLI is 0.970, and NFI is 0.936. So, and the last one is Siemens DF, which is 1.474. Therefore, this model can be used. Next, we also compute the model for customer satisfaction, and when we run the model, we got that value of all index are in a good fit. So therefore, modification is not required because the initial model is already fit. And this is the overall model before and after modification. So based on the result of initial model, we can see that all the indexes value are not good fit except for Siemens DF, which is 1.972. So we performed the modification and got the new value as shown in the table here. So after the overall model is already good fit, we check for the p-value of covariance and recorded in the table as shown here. So in this study, we use 0.05 level of significance and perform the hypothesis testing. Actually, there are 3 hypothesis statements to be examined, noted by H1, H2, and H3. H1 is product fulfillment has significant relationship with customer satisfaction. Hypothesis 2 is H2 is a site revisit has significant relationship with customer satisfaction. H3 is web design has significant relationship with customer satisfaction. So based on the p-value here, we found that all factors have significant relationship with customer satisfaction. This is because the p-value of all factors are 0.000, which is less than 0.05. As we can see here in the table, it mentioned that all the factor has p-value 0.00. And then we reject H null when p-value is less than alpha 0.05. Therefore, it can be concluded that the result has supported the claim that product fulfillment, site revisit, and website design are significantly contributed to customer satisfaction when using online shopping. So, in this study, the limitation also emerged in the middle of data collection, which is time consuming. As the question consists of more than 40 questions to be answered, the respondent need to spend more time, around 10 to 15 minutes, to completely answer the question via Google form. Therefore, the tendency for a respondent not clearly read the question and simply choose the answer to be read will lead to an invalid outcome. So, for the recommendation of future studies, the longer time range for the data collection process and reduced questionnaire design could provide a better outcome and more factors to study. And besides that, the outcome of this study will be more significant if the mediator construct is included. But a solid literature evaluation is required to back up this mediator notion. As a consequence, more hypotheses may be generated and the study's finding can be more precisely predicted. So in a conclusion, the research has accomplished its main objective, which is to determine the prominent factors that contribute to the most customer satisfaction when using online shopping and to develop a new model for customer satisfaction. So the result has shown that all factors which is product fulfillment, site revisit, and website design have a significant relationship with customer satisfaction at the significant level of 0.05. So it means that all the factors have a direct influence toward customer satisfaction when using online shopping. So here, these are all the references that we use in this study. So That's all for us. Thank you very much.